all the participants a very good morning and good evening. Welcome to today's session. So in today's session, I would explain about cash management. So basically in cash management, mainly we have bank account management. So controlling and managing cash, we have bank account management. We have cash operations. And we have liquidity management. With bank account management, cash managers they'll be able to centralize the bank accounts. When centralizing, we have to follow some features. First one, we have to follow hierarchy view of bank accounts. The second one is bank account master data. And third one, workflow, processes for opening, and changing, closing, and to review. So the third one, workflow, process, opening, changing, closing, reviewing bank accounts. So coming to the second one, cash operations. Cash operations can review short-term cash based on bank statements. Coming to the liquidity management, the functions of liquidity management, the cash managers can analyze, they can monitor the complete inflows and outflows. Every successful company has a pool of cash. The inflow of cash management, sales, receipts, borrowing, or credit taken, next is investment maturity, So these are the inflows of cash management. Outflows of cash management are purchase raw material and goods, expense marketing. So I hope all the participants are able to hear me, because I just got a message participants not able to hear me. And inventory, repay borrowings, investments and credit given. So these are the outflows of cash management. So now we're going for practical for cash management. So first what we'll do is we will create a bank account. So let us log into Fiori apps. So let us open Fiori apps. Provide the username and password. Welcome 123. So here you have the Fiori homepage. To create a bank account, so let us search. Enter manage. Click on manage banks. Now let us click on create bank. So basically, it is mainly to identify the country in which is bank is located. Now let us provide the bank key. So it is the unique number. So let us provide the bank key. So let us take State Bank. So it is used to identify the bank globally. So let us select the shift code. Let us select the shift code. Select the region and click on Go. So enter the street. Enter the city. Select the city. Click on Go. Select Hamburg. Enter the bank branch. Now click Save. Now click Enter. Click Save. And bank is created. So click on Open bank account. Click on Search. Manage bank accounts. And click Enter. Click on Bank Hierarchy. Click on Edit icon. So select the bank which we have just created. Just now we created State Bank. This is the bank key. Now let us select one bank hierarchy over here. Now we are trying to add bank to the hierarchy. Click on Add Bank. Expand Bank 1. Here bank is added to the hierarchy. Now hierarchy is saved. So now we have to go to the Manage Bank app. Click on search icon. Click enter. Now let us select the bank. So I'm searching for the bank. Click on it. Click on the plus icon. So let us provide the company code. Provide the house bank. So let us click save. Once you click save, so we are getting an error. So let us change the house bank. Click enter. Now click on save. The house bank is created now. So here you can see the company code, house bank, bank branch, Now let us go back. Now after this, we are going to generate the IBAN. IBAN stands for International Bank Account Number. IBAN, it is a number that is attached to the all accounts. So basically it identifies the country of the account. So let us go back to home. So let us go to app called Manage Bank Accounts. Click on House Bank, click on View Bank Account. So here provide the date. And then provide the bank country DE. Click enter. Provide the bank key. Now click enter. To provide the currency, provide the account number. Provide the description. Select the account type. Select. So IBAN stands for International Bank Account Number. So it basically has the code that identifies the country of the code. Click OK. So here you can see the account number. And click on Save as Draft. So just try to click Save as Draft or Save as Active. The bank account, current account URL is created. Now click on Edit. Click on Connectivity Path. Provide the house bank account ID. Provide the GL account number. Select the GL account. Now click on Save as Active. It is saved now. So click on General Data. Here you can see our status is inactive. Now we are going to add house bank to the GL account. To add house bank to the GL account, manage GL account master data app. Click on app. Provide chart of accounts. And provide GL account number. So here it depends on the GL account number. Select and click on Go. Select for GL account here. Now click on Go. Click on GL account. Click on Edit. So click on Company Code Data. So let's click on the company code. Now let us click on Create and Bank Interest. Provide the house bank. So provide the house bank. Enter the house bank. So house bank we have given 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. House bank account ID we have given GIRO. Now let us click OK. Now click Save. Now account has been saved successfully. Now we are going to approve the bank account. To approve the bank account, click Home page. Go back to the home page. Click on search icon. and enter my bank account work list. Click enter. Click on request overview. Now select the request status. Click on completed and click OK. Click on go. So here you can account number is 111006193 is completed. And here you can see the status. So here it is already approved. Click on account number. So here you can see the status active. Now let us go back to the change request again. So here we can also see the request status is completed. To display our bank account, we need to manage bank account app. Click on account list. So here we can see State Bank. So click on account number. So here we can see our account details, bank country, bank key, bank number, currency, IBAN number. So if you want to close the account, to close your bank account, click on account operations. So here we have close account option. So if you want to close account, you can click on close account. Now we are going to perform VM approval customizing. VM nothing but bank account management. So we create and assign a responsibility workflow to the user. We need to log on to the SAP logon. Log on to the S4 HANA. Provide the user best password welcome 123. So let us continue with this logon. Enter SPRO to log into SAP reference IMG screen. Now expand financial supply chain management. And here we have cash and liquidity management. Expand bank account management. Define responsibilities for users defined in the workflow. Users in the workflow. Let us click on execute. Enter the rule number. And click enter. Click on the change icon. So here we need to select an object. And click continue. Change the name. And let us enter the account type. Data was saved over here. So here you can see the active symbol. Let us go back. So here we need to select. And double click on the user. Enter the search item. Cash manager. And click continue. And now click on create. Now let us expand the cash manager. Here rule is created. Let us go back. So let us trigger the workflow. So to trigger the workflow, let us get the event type linkages. So let us select linkage activated or not. So if it is selected, then we need to deselect over here. Then click on save. Data is saved. Now let us go back to the Fiori screen. Make bank transfers app and click enter. So let us enter amount 1000. Select the bank. Select the bank for which we are going to transfer. Select the payment method. So let us enter the note 1000. And now click submit. 1000 successfully transferred. Now let us click OK. Now let us click on track bank transfers. So here you can see our bank transfer. So here you can see the 1000 rupees, 1000 USD. So let us select, and here you can see all the details. Now we are going to perform cash operations. So in cash operations, now we are going to configure. Now we are going to configure the payments program. For this, we need to log into SAP GUI. Let us go back to the IMG screen. And close it. Now expand financial accounting. Expand business transactions. Account receivables and account payables. Expand business transactions. Expand outgoing payments. Expand automatic outgoing payments. Expand payment method and selection for payment program. Execute. Setup. Put all the company codes. Select the company code. Let us double click on the company code. Let us give the tolerance days for payables. We have given 7 and click on 0. So let us view for customers. GL transaction to paid is AF3, AFG, and let us view the vendors and clicks. Now click continue. Let us provide the description, company code, just to change the description, and click save. So here we can see the description and click continue. Data was saved now. Let us go back to the IMG screen again. Now let us execute. Now let us click on paying company codes. So here we have minimum amount for incoming payment. So here we have to provide the minimum amount over here. So that is for outgoing payment and this is for incoming payment. Click on forms. And here we can give all the EDA account sheet, whether it is selected or not. If not, we need to select manually and click on save. And let us click on continue. Data is saved now. Let us go back. Let us click go back again. Now let us execute payment methods for transaction. Click execute. Click on position. Enter the country DE. D is in the sense Germany. Enter the payment method. Click enter. So here we can see so let us select outgoing payments or incoming payments. It's selected. Yes, we need to set all these as select or not. Check the document type for payments also. Click on search icon. So here we have different document types. And click on save. And click continue. Data is saved. Go back. Let us go back to the screen again. Again click on position. Enter the country DE. Click enter. And double click on. Here we need to check all these are enabled. Check the document type. Clear the document type. The payment medium. Format supplement. Click on save. Let's go back. Again, let us go back. Let us execute payment method for company code. Now let us double click on yes. So here we need to check minimum or maximum amount. Paying the company code is 1010. Payment method is yes. here we want to change, we can change the maximum amount. Now click on save. Now let us go back. Double click on. So here we need to check. We need to check the minimum amount here. Now let us click on save. Click continue. Now let us go back. Now go back again. Let us close this. Expand payment media. Execute. Expand make settings for payment media. And execute. Create or assign selection variants. Select SAP underscore. So let us double click and let us check. So here we get our house bank. So here we need to assign variant to the house bank. Select. Now click on save. Now here we have assigned variant to the house bank. Data was saved. Now let us go back. Now I'm going to configure the bank selection. Under ongoing payments, payment method, execute. Select company code. Double click on ranking order. We need to do this bank here. Let's do. So this is our house bank. Let us double click on this. Click save. Now we have assigned. Click save. Click continue. Now the data will save. I will assign our bank to the bank order here. Now double click bank accounts. Click on new entries. Enter our bank 12456. Payment method is P. The banking order is 0. Banks and account select. Click on start search. Select the GL account and click save. Click on available amounts. Click on new entries. Enter the host bank. Enter account ID. Select account ID. Enter days, currency. Enter the payment over here. Enter the outgoing payment. Now just click on save. Data was saved. Click on value date. Double click on it. Click on new entries. Payment method is T. Select T. Our bank is 12456. Now let us select the account ID. GIRO. Double click on it. Account limit. Go the account limit. Just select the days. And click save. Validate and click save. Data was saved. And here we can see currency selected. Now we are going to define identification for cross payment. For this, go back to IND screen again. Expand. Expand payment media. Expand make settings for payments. Click continue. Click on new entries. Enter identifier. Select DRL, click on Save. Click Continue. Now let us go back. To clear the accounts for the receiving bank, to clear the accounts, now let us go to bank accounting. First we need to close everything. Expand bank accounting. Expand business transactions. Expand payment transactions. Expand payment request. Execute account transfer determination, receiving bank clearing. Click on new entries. Provide the company code 1010. Our bank key is 12456. Enter the country. Let us enter the payment method as T. Currency is EUR. Select account ID, BARO. Click on options. Click on start search. Select GL account. Click save. Click continue. Now the data was saved. Go back. These are the cash operations we are performing. So let us continue with document splitting and configuration. Document splitting is a feature that is introduced by SAP in the new GL accounting. This feature was introduced to meet the user requirement to transfer the balances of balance sheet items in profit center accounting and reconciliation. Document splitting automatically takes the line items based on the dimensions configured. Document splitting helps in drawing financial statements like profit center, business area, etc. on real-time basis. There are two types of document splitting. Sorry, there are three types of document splitting. First one is known as passive splitting. The next one is known as active splitting. And the other one is known as zero balancing split. So passive, active, and zero balancing split. There are three types of document splitting: passive splitting, active splitting, and zero balancing. So, first of all, what is passive splitting? Passive splitting is especially used for clearing transactions. For example, payment transactions. Active splitting is rule-based splitting. And zero balancing splitting, it ensures not only the documents with zero balance, but also balanced for the characteristics as well. For example, there are two different expenses, 400 and 600, for example. But the payable is only one, that is 1000. So here you have only one payable. There are two different expenses, 400 and 600, but we have only one payable, that is 1000. But the profit center here is PC01 and PC02. In the case of two profit centers, the system automatically breaks the physical line items. This is the entry view. In GL view, the payable is divided to 1200 and 600. Okay, let's take the same example for 400 and 600. In GL view, the pair view is divided to 400 and 600. So here the payable is only one. In GL view, we will be able to get the financial reports on the basis of this profit center. Here the profit centers will be PC01, PC02. Again you have PC01 and PC02. So here you have different payables. One for 400 and the other one for 600. So in GLV you have two payables. Splitting is all about, mainly it is splitting the profit center and various characteristics. It will post the entries so it gives the full financial reports when we need for the document splitting. So before we go to the document splitting, first we need to perform the configurations. There are few configurations that we need to perform. Just I'll write it down. One is known as classify GL accounts for document splitting. The second one is classify document. Classify document types for document splitting. Define a zero balance. Define zero balance clearing account. Define document splitting. Characteristics. Characteristics for general ledger account. And the fifth one is define document splitting. Characteristics for controlling. And the final last one is activate document splitting. So we have one more. Extended document splitting. So these are the configurations we need to perform. So these are the configurations that we need to perform. First, we are going to configure classify GL accounts for document splitting. So let us log on to the SAP log on. Double click on S4IDS. Enter the username and password. Let's continue. So let's enter the key code. Let us go to SAP reference IMG. Expand financial accounting. Expand general ledger accounting. Let's go to business transactions. Here we have document splitting. These all are configurations in document splitting. So here you can see the first one. Classify GL account for document splitting. Click execute. Enter the chart of accounts. Click enter. So here you can see the screen on the system. There are no entries over here. It does not match any of the selection criteria. You need to define various GL account number, and you need to define the item category. You need to define the item category. So we need to decide how to split the document. Before that, we need to decide what are account from, what are account. The account number we need to take up. So it basically comes from accounting. So let us go back. Let us enter SPRO. Click on SAP Reference IMG. Expand Financial Accounting. Expand General Ledger Accounting. Let's go to Master Data. Let's go to GL Accounts. Expand Operations. So here we need to define the account group. Click Execute. So here we see, so here we can see assets, liabilities, expense, incomes. So these are different account groups that are defined. So here you can see the chart of accounts, and then you can see the different account groups. So similarly, the second one belongs to liabilities, third one expenses, and here you can see the number series. 4 relates to expenses and 3 relates to 3, and 1 represents for liabilities and 2 represents assets. So here you have 4 different account groups. Now let us go back to classify GL accounts. Let us click on new entries and let us enter account from. Let us enter account from is 2 lakhs and let us enter account 2 and click enter. So select the category, balance sheet account. Let us enter account from 1 lakh. Let us enter account 2 and select category, expenses, S2 represents enter. So here let us select 4 lakhs, enter account 2, select the category, let us enter revenue, click enter. select the category, click enter. Now click on more, and here we can see the save option. Click continue. Data was saved. Classify GL account for document splitting. Classify document types for document splitting. Click execute. There is no need to create any customized document. As you see, there are a lot of document types that are provided, and they are sufficient to be used. Document type is basically the two characters. It's just two characters. It is used to categorize different business transactions on the basis of different types of transactions. Like, for example, for vendor invoice, there is a different document type like vendor payments, and for creating master. Similarly, there is different nature of transactions. Accounting document, net asset posting, so you have asset customer invoice and payments, credit memo. So similarly for different others we have. So here we have different nature of transactions, or the business transactions has got the different document types, and that is what basically gives the idea about document type. So all these are different standard document types. All you have here is the standard document types. We can assign transaction variant to the document type. The combination of transactions and variant determines the splitting method which is to be used in document splitting process. The transaction and variant also identifies different types of accounts that are allowed in the document for each document splitting. Now, define zero balance clearing account. Click execute. So the particular configuration steps that you see here, one of the document splitting types, that was zero balancing. When the system uses for the line items, so here you can see the zero balance posting. If they are not equal to zero, then an additional clearing account is added, making them equal to zero in the system. Now, let's see how we can create a zero balancing account in the SAP system, and to maintain for that. Now let's check the GL account. Let's check the GL account for this. So let's click on new GI window. Let us enter the T code FS00. So enter the GL account. So let's continue. So here let us select GL account type and give the details as balance sheet account. Provide the account group, provide the short text zero, clearing, and long text zero, clearing account, and click on control data. So here the currency is INR. And let us select the sort key. Let us select the sort key as 00. Now let's click on create. Select the field status group. Select G001. It's already existing. So let's select the account type. Let us give the account groups assets. Zero, clearing account. Click on control data. So provide the sort key. Click on create. Select field status. Now click on save. Click continue. Data was saved. Let's copy the GL account. So here we given the GL account created. Let's go back to GL account group. 1 minute. Let us select the account key and click on copy as. Provide the description. Zero balance. Provide the account key as 003 and click enter. And click on copy all. Click continue. And select the account key. Provide the account. Enter the chart of accounts. And click enter. Click on new entries. And enter the GL account that we created. Copy the GL account number. Click enter. So here you can see the short text. Zero clearing. click on save. Click continue. Click continue. Data was saved. Document splitting characteristics for general ledger account. Click execute. In this particular configuration, we specify which characteristics we want to perform. Document splitting in general ledger accounting. So we need to decide what will be the different characteristics. On the basis of the management will be looking for different financial reporting like business area, profit center and segment, which will be mainly used for various reporting purpose to the business. So here if you see, select the account for zero balance, business area, and please set this as mandatory field. So here we select the checkbox for zero balance. If indicator is checked, the system checks the complete document settings, whether the invoice is balanced to zero or activate the characteristics. If it is not zero, then system generates additional line items to activate the zero balance. If we select this as mandatory field, if indicator is set the characteristics, for each line item it is available. So during this process, the business can generate complete financial statement. If characteristic is missing on every line item, the system generates error message. So let us click on save. Click continue. Finally click continue. So here we can see code generated for variables for field moments. Let us go back and define document splitting characteristics for controlling. The additional characteristics that are not relevant for general ledger accounting. So they are basically relevant for other application components that are mainly used for documents that are mainly transferred from general ledger accounting. Basically, if you see, this configuration mainly specifies special characteristics that you want to apply document splitting. In a particular configuration, it has not been used, we can use it in the general ledger accounting because it is basically not related to GL accounting. So it mainly, this part refers to the controlling part. Now let us double click on the cost center. So here you can see the defined document for splitting characteristics for controlling. So what are the different characteristics that you can have for splitting? If you go and check in the drop down, you can find number of different characteristics. You can find order, sale order, real estate key, which can be added for document splitting, the controlling part. That is cost center, cost object, profitability segment number, and these are referring to the internal orders and various different kinds of characteristics. But this is not going to go anywhere as of now. So now, so here similarly we can add characteristics. Now the next step, let's go to the next step. Now let us go to the next step to activate the document splitting. Let us go back. So here you can see activate document splitting. Click continue. So in this activity, we need to activate the document splitting. So once we activate document splitting at the client level, so here let us double click on activate document splitting, select the checkbox for document splitting and click on save. Click continue, data was saved. Now let us double click on deactivation of the company code. So here we see the company code for 2018. So deselect the checkbox for inactive and data was saved. Now activation for document splitting is completed. So these are the configuration steps we need to perform for document splitting. Okay, all the participants. Steps we need to perform. So the first step was we executed account for document splitting. That we need to classify GL account for document splitting, and the second one, classify document types. And third one, we define zero balance clearing. Fourth, we define splitting characteristics for general ledger accounting. The fifth step, we define document splitting characteristics for controlling. Sixth, we activated the document splitting. Seventh, extend the document splitting. Now, let me show assignments to the participants. So let us go to the Dropbox. If you want to see assignment for today's session, go to secure assignments. Go to export my assignment. Go to export my finance. Here you see assignment for cash management and document splitting configuration. Let us open the assignment. Then we can see the best. I have to manage bank. the create bank button. Click on create bank button. On the create bank screen, enter the required data in the control data. On the address tab, click on save. Here it displays the bank accounts. Like this, you can see the detailed explanation about the assignment, which I explained during the session. Go back. Here you can also see the assignment for document splitting configuration. Let us open this. Here we can see detailed explanation for document splitting. And enter the T code SPRO. Click on SAP reference ING. Go to the so see the assignment for document splitting configuration. Thanks for attending today's session.